God is one, but His names are many.
Religion can either serve to bring us together or to drive us away from each other.
If you talk about the fundamentals of every faith tradition, we will find that the core values are the same.
The fear factor for Jewish people to go to a mosque is really great, and the fear factor for Muslims to come to a synagogue is also very great. And the same thing with the Christian community.
Probably in the past the Christianity has been convinced about its supremacy of everything. And nowadays in 21st century we should confess that people of other faiths can bring something very basic, what is necessary to solve the problem in the world.
I'm not particularly a religious person in terms of doctrine. I believe that all religions have a very important role in guiding people to a God-centered consciousness.
As a Christian, I have the responsibility of being a peace builder, and what will distinguish the character of my Christianity will be how I can seek to be servant to others, how I can seek to love others beyond the differences that exist between us.
Jesus, for me as a Muslim, embodies compassion and love and piety and humility. That is the great yardstick that we must look at each other and the filter through which we must look at each other. If you remove that, then you have nothing but this savage, primitive, tribal relationship where honor and dishonor are tied up in a cycle of violence.
When we see around the world now, it's full of conflicts in human being through his history tried different means. They couldn't achieve anything till Reverend Dr. Moon came with that idea of pluralist approach to peace, to bring all religions, major religions of the world together and make them work together for an universal lasting peace.
There's discrimination along religious lines. He's a Muslim, I'm a Christian, he's a Catholic, I'm a Protestant, he's, all that kind. He goes to that church, I go to this church.
Dialogue is very important among religious traditions because through the dialogue people will come to an agreement of the oneness which is embedded in all traditions.
It's good for us to be able to interface with one another and respecting one another without compromising our convictions and beliefs, but still respecting others. I think that's one of the distinct accomplishments of such dialogue.
My famous 3 steps, and I repeat this everywhere I go, is number 1, dialogue, number 2, understanding. You must pick up a book, you must visit a mosque, or you must visit a synagogue or a church. Begin to understand the other side a bit better. Thirdly, from understanding comes friendship, and friendship changes everything.
Among the interfaith projects of the UPF is the Middle East Peace Initiative, started in 2003, which has brought thousands to the region in the ongoing effort to foster peace and reconciliation among the Abrahamic faiths.
Unfortunately, we are fighting each other for a long time, and more than 4 generations were born among this bloody circle which we are living in.
To make peace or to do peace, as one of our ambassadors says, we really need to understand how to make relationships. They need to have knowledge about the other.
Another ongoing project of UPF is to encourage the creation of an interfaith council at the United Nations that would enable religious leaders to add their perspective to the UN's peace-building efforts. UPF founder Reverend Moon called for such a council back in 2000.
Maybe politicians can stop wars. Ending a war doesn't end the seeds of conflict. I think its religious community perhaps can help the work of reconciliation and forgiveness.
There can be no peace among nations unless there is peace among the religions. The Philippines and I proposed this global interfaith dialogue here at the United Nations, and I was so delighted because Secretary General Ban Ki-moon said he will give it his all-out support.
The UPF believes that the fastest way to peace is through cooperation beyond the boundaries of ethnicity, religion and nationality, and we encourage all ambassadors for peace to join us in working to build one family under God.